everybody, as you can see I'm out on the Triumph Bobber 1200 that I have on loan from Triumph UK at the moment to do some videos and a review on. Today I'm just coming out to the country roads because I wanted to do a few miles on this to see what the comfort was like and stuff like that. But so far today has not been going great. So this morning I stuck a pick under one of my fingernails, like, you know, what you use for getting seals out. A good, you know, probably 8mm in. And then on the way I'm riding down here, something smacks me in the chest really hard. And I was just thinking, oh, that stung. Oh, that really did sting. And now it's moving. Can you see this? A bee went inside my jacket, stung me. Then when I stopped and threw all of my kit off to try and get the bee, it stung me in the hand. I mean, I know it stung me in the hand afterwards because that's where I found the stinger. So it stung me here, then stung me in the hand, and it was done. Let's not get into bees die when they sting you. That's not entirely true. Trust me, it was a bee. European honeybee. Bastard. So my idea of just arriving down here and starting up a nice video of like, hey everybody, just chilling down here, starts with stabbed in the finger and stung by a bee twice. That's the nail that I got the pick under, and then it stung me between the fingers there. Anyway, as I say, my plan today was just to get some miles on this bike to see what the comfort's like over time. I'm in Chichester at the moment, so I've been sat on the motorway for a little while, and I'll talk about the gearbox in my review, but basically I have come to the conclusion that this bike should not have 5th or 6th gear. It's an easy fix, of course, you chuck a bigger sprocket on it, but yeah. But other than that, this has actually been very nice on the motorway. Doesn't look like there's anything going on here at the moment. Not surprising, really. The weather's been terrible. This is Goodwood racetrack, as in motor circuit, obviously. Very often, if you come up here, you can see lots of interesting things, but not today. The closest thing you're going to get is one McLaren sat in the corner. Well, there is nothing going on here, so let's go for a little explore around. Yeah, boy. It does sound good. I'm not sure how far into the sticks I dare go though, because I've just noticed I've only got 3 bars of fuel. I don't, you know, this bike does about 55 miles to the gallon and it has a 12-litre tank. I believe it's 12 litres. But you do seem to get through fuel quite quickly on this, but then maybe that's because I've just been riding it a lot and enjoying it, and I'm romping around on it, which of course is going to eat the fuel. There you go, you want to keep setting up my chuff. I wonder how many people have straight lined this. "31 miles. It's enough to go over there. Cows! Oh, I can't get anywhere near them. Pheasant. Oh, actually, no, it's a partridge. It's a red-legged partridge. I don't know this sort of back area too much of Chichester. I've done this a few times. can go this way as long as I go up that way at some point. I tell you, sometimes when I'm blown by... Ow! The goddamn gnat in my eye! Yes, I said gnat. Ah! Oh, it better not be a stingy one. Seriously. I was just about to say about how some bike loans, I just seem to have the worst luck with the weather. Oh no, 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 no. It's not supposed to rain this afternoon. I hadn't looked up at those clouds. They look extremely dark. Right, okay, I have a feeling I'm going to start heading back my way. Pretty sharpish. Get some fuel. Get some more motorway miles done. Just wish I could actually see around any of the corners. There's the sunshine. This looks amazing in bright sunshine. Guildford, Petworth. Guildford. I don't want to go to Guildford. I'll have to go to Chichester. Guys, this is very enjoyable. What I basically want to test today and find out is whether this flying seat is actually, like, is it comfortable over a long period of time. I was in the saddle for a couple of hours yesterday and I did notice that my butt was starting to get a little bit sort of numb. It hasn't got a huge amount of padding, but it feels really comfortable. I wouldn't want it to have more padding than this, if I'm honest. It might also be something to do with my back, because I've got nerve damage in my back, and that can cause the lower part of my back to basically go numb. So who knows? So I thought do a few more miles today, see how it is. Looks like I've got a ton of filtering ahead of me. Why? What's going on? I mean, or is this just the way that things are down this end now? Okay, get Audi guy. A little bit more room, maybe? No? Fine. Look in your mirror, look in your mirror, look in your mirror. Thank you. See, when I'm filtering, I look at what every person's eating. He's eating at McDonald's. I look in the mirror to see what every person's doing, to see if they're looking at me, what's going on in the car, do they look like they're paying attention, do they look like they're thinking about scratching their ass, like what's going on in there before I go past them. Yes, I know I'm very close to this truck, but I'm going to get past it. Thank you, nice lady, for not only paying attention but also giving me a little space. This thing is a filtering machine! It might be a long boy, but it's not a wide boy. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a little bit cocky here. Basically, I work on a basis which is that if there is a gap that a car could go into, it probably is going to. But if it's too small for it to do it, then it probably won't. You know, so it's an easy rule to follow. I like to thank the people that actually see me coming and move out of the way. Now it gets even more dodgy when you start getting close to where people pick lanes. But there is no gaps for them to move to, so they can't do it currently. Yep. Looking at the wheels. This isn't a how to filter guide, by the way. There's just sort of shiz that goes on in my brain. And we're through. Oh yeah. So the way this fuel cap works is you have to and unlock and then it starts working. Okay, well that's interesting. That's interesting. I've just put 8 litres in this, which means I had 4 left, and it was saying that I only had like 20 miles of range, so I might be wrong about literage on this. It might not have a 12 litre tank. It might be a 10. But I could have sworn they said it was a 12, but that doesn't make much sense. How have I only got 20, unless it's got 2 litre reserve on it? Because it's got a smaller tank, they're like, I'll just give them a giant reserve and they won't run out. If they don't run out, they won't cry. There you go. As it turns out, that 5 minutes stood in that shop was all I needed for my legs. They feel fine again now. I think I was just cutting the circulation off slightly. So maybe a little bit more padding on this seat would be good, but I wouldn't want it to be massively over the top. Honestly, I don't think you'd ever get bored of that. It's not like it's stupidly fast. It's just, it just pulls, and it's got so much of a vent to the sound and the way that it moves. I kind of found that the same way with the Rocket. It felt stupendously powerful and fast, but when you look down, you're like, oh, I'm only doing 80. Right, so this is 70 in third, and I'm at 4,400 RPM. Fourth, 3,600 RPM. It's 70. Fourth. Why has it got 2 more gears? Like, I'm now going to put it into 6th. Right, hang on, let's do 5th, and it's chugging a bit now. 3002. 6th gear. 2850. Sorry, I've just looked around there. So 6th gear, 70 mile an hour, 2,850 RPM. It's barely running and it will chug if you open it up. I really do not understand this side to this bike. It is way too long in the gears. Do you know, I would have even said if they made it a 5-speed, I'd have been fine with that. Like, I like the gearing of the first couple of gears. I like it being long, but it's got enough that it still pulls off the line quick. But yeah, I definitely feel like this bike needs to be geared quite differently, or at least I would anyway. But then again, if you want to cruise at 90 mile an hour or 100 mile an hour, then I'm sure that would be great. But who's going to cruise at 100 mile an hour on a bike with 0 wind protection? This is what I mean. It's just these few little things like, why would you do that if it's this? I don't know. It's an interesting one. I'm currently cruising at 60 miles an hour, and I'm choosing to do it in third because the engine feels like it's about the right point, and I've still got plenty of power. Now I can put it in 4th, and I can do the same thing, but it's chugging, as you can see. What this bike is, though, is a joy to ride. I will say that. You know, it's not perfect. It's got some things that I would want to change if it was mine, but it's very enjoyable. So what started out as a bit of a fail day, it was a nice ride. I got to do the testing I needed to do. I've definitely drawn some more conclusions to my review. If you're interested in seeing my review, please hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to help support this channel, I would really appreciate it. Consider joining my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Just to put things into perspective, we're getting very close now to 100,000 subscribers. 0.3% of my audience, compared to my subscribers, is the people that make this channel possible. Those 300-400 people are making the difference between, you know, what I would be earning through YouTube would not be enough to do this. With the help of them, it makes it, you know, enough that I can continue to do this. But more support is always welcome, so please consider that. Oh no! No one splash me. That would just end the day in a very bad... Don't you do it. Don't. Wait. Thank you. I've been splashed so many times. That would have been the perfect end to this video. Yeah, everything's alright. Splash! Oh, I'm guessing it's been raining while I've been gone. Have I got that lucky? Or has it just been that bad down there?